I am Asian. No. 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 Write your story, okay? Oh, but that's not why Lo, I know. It's okay. You need to write this one. Expose. We could have just, exposed him that night instead of assaulting him. But no, write it in a newspaper. That's much better. Let the badass reporting all-nighter begin. The notebook, you write your stories analog? Is this offensive to you in your digital databasing ways? No, it just, it looks like you've been doing it for a long time. I think this is supposed to be Clark Kent. They said his name before, didn't they? And it was something else. They called him Noah over here, so it can't be Clark Kent. What a missed opportunity. I hope it turns out that that's like not his real name or something. His name was actually Clark, and that's supposed to be some sort of plot twist. Oh my god, they're blushing and drinking on a bench. That means they're in love. Clearly, this is romance. What's with all these like super middle-aged women who are into romance, into writing romance for teens, and yet are so bad at it? I don't understand. Maybe it's because they've grown up all their lives reading shitty romances, and so they don't actually know how to make it, like, cute and wholesome. So she's forwarding the story to her boss. And it's gonna get rejected, and I know it's gonna get rejected. Here we go. Sir, my story! Got it? Read it? It's garbage. You should have known that this was... It's literally like a parallel story to what you're experiencing. Why do you think your boss would want to publish that? Common knowledge here, come on. You were supposed to write a different kind of garbage. A puff piece about something fun the youth can do around town. Oh yeah, that's true. She was supposed to write a different type of piece, wasn't she? Get out of my sight, and don't ever show me anything like this again. And stay away from the cleave. Or you can join all the losers I already fired. Oh, hey, you okay? Fine, what's up? I, printed out the data I sent you about the theater company. You printed all of it? Oh, it's because I love you. That's why I printed it. I found something. Mickey! Look at this. Oh, what am I looking at? Names, numbers, random scribblings? Sorry, context. It's the donor list for the cleave. This name right here, that's Triple B, my terrible boss. Dun dun dun! Doesn't make any sense, but sure, whatever. I guess white men stick together? Is that what they're trying to say? He would not give a shit about some theater club. He questioned even writing stories about clogs. You think he would be super into a theater club? Does that mean your expose on Dante isn't running? It's not. Triple B yelled at me for not doing the actual assignment. Of course he yelled at you for not doing the actual assignment. What? Oh, you're dumb. I wanted to make this right. For you and your friends and anyone whose voice had been taken away. You could have just published this story independently. You didn't have to go to your Triple B boss. But like, what was stopping you from just publishing this on Twitter or something? If we're being real here, what's stopping you from creating your own blog? Anyone can publish anything online these days. I don't know why you thought that this was going to get approved by him. It's so stupid. I know how hard you worked on the story. I mean, all the ride or dies were cool with going on the record and being named as sources because they felt like someone finally had their backs. If only there was a way we could get this story out to more people. Ah! They just realized now that the internet exists. They just realized it. Are you sure this is supposed to be a comic written for Zoomers? Are you sure about that? They wouldn't know. It wouldn't even come across their brain that, oh wait, I could just post that online. This is dumb, dude. Dude, what are you doing? Lo, come on. This is totally a thing we can do. Your story's already done. I've got prodigious design skills and we can build a web domain. If Triple B and Cat Foe won't publish your story, we will. Like, make our own little magazine a reality? Miki, I can't. Why? Why in a million years would she from the beginning of this comic to the end, not think about starting her own business or blog or website for writing. Like, that would be the first thing that comes across my brain. For God's sake, you live in America. It's easier here than anywhere else in the world. Yes, let's do it. I was so driven to write the story. I was so passionate about people's voices being taken away. I couldn't see that mine was being taken away too. And then they immediately publish it online and it's super easy. You know, honestly, it would have been a more interesting story if you started off with her making her own website. If you started it off there and then went through the process of how they put together the website and how, actual teens who are reading it can look into creating their own business and creating their own website, make it informative, that would be more interesting, I think. Maybe some of you might argue, well, teenagers wouldn't be interested in that. No teens are interested in starting their own business. I don't know. I don't know about that, honestly. It took them this long to just figure out novice news. That's what they're gonna name their website. I can write this story better and more progressive just by spitballing here. You should have had this be about Lois Lane making her own website, creating her own business, and she creates the Daily Planet. Wouldn't that be interesting if Lois Lane was actually the founder of the Daily Planet? Ah, shit. What if Clark Kent helps her create it? Ooh, there's your romance option right there. I could write this better. You enabled comments, right? Yeah, and set up our newsletter so folks can subscribe. But I guess we'll have to tell people our site actually exists. Gotta alert the ride or dies. Blitz has a mid-tier micro following of socials. Kala does these semi-viral storytelling posts with her grandma. You know, this is actually them spreading the news and actually marketing. This is what this is right here. A very homey type of marketing. What they're doing is spreading the news to people they know and telling them to spread the news to their social medias and people that they know. And that's kind of how you initially get a business started. So this is actually the more interesting part of this whole thing that they're starting. I can't believe they wasted 2 pages on just figuring out a name for the business. It's so stupid. What a waste of pages. This is bad though. You shouldn't just wait there. You gotta also create your own social media and start posting on your own account so that you have an existence online and so that you can gain SEO for your website so that the internet also can acknowledge that it exists. Anyway. Marketing with dannphan. Our first comment by somebody who's literally in the story. Okay, yay! And yes, that's how we end part 2. It's so funny it took them this long to figure out that they could just start their own news website on the internet. It's basically there was nothing stopping them. If this is supposed to be in modern day, which it is ridiculous that they would not start from doing it on their own by posting on social media, by posting stories. That's how most people are starting nowadays. It's funny that a brand new comic from DC's young adult section is so dated. It's a dated comic now because it just doesn't apply to what's actually happening in modern day. Whatever. Stick around for the next part of Girl Taking Over, Lois Lane's story. I think we're pretty close to the end. If I were to guess, then I would say that this graphic novel is only divided into 3 or maybe 4 parts. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you did enjoy. Comment down below your own thoughts on how this story has been playing out so far, if you think I've been too harsh on it, or how you would have done the story if you had the option to write this similar story. And of course, don't forget that I also make my own comics. Yes, I don't just critique them. I don't just dish it out. I can also take it. So definitely check out my own comics on burningstarcomics.net or join the fan club if you'd like to see sneak peeks at newer comics that I'm coming out with real soon. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Till then, bye! Program restart.